Fuckeries. Well, hello. How are the 7 of you? Are you 7 friendlies or are you 7 unfriendlies? What are you? Who are you? Hark, who goes there? Oh, well, hello. Wonderbar. Wonderbar. Hello, Fred. Hello, my Frederick Manpie. Hello. I wish you were here, Fred. I would be having you do the caulk. Yes, I would have you underneath the kitchen sink figuring out where it's leaking from and why it's leaking. And I've waited all day for a plumber that never responded yesterday. So I don't think he knew he needed to be here today. Anyway, poor communication skills, those kind of breakdowns. Anyway, that's fine. I really didn't want to. I know you could. Yes, I'm aware. So anyway, finally warmed up here today. This afternoon is turning into a beautiful afternoon. So, yeah. Hey, Queen Bella. Man, are some of you guys okay? Cold here, cloudy and 40. Oh, it's beautiful blue sky. And it started to get, listen, I say warm, but I'm in, sweats and a hoodie. So, you know how that goes. Oh, man, are some of you guys okay? Like, all I see are lies being told to keep control of subscribers, because ultimately, if you keep control of the subscribers, you keep control of the money. And some of you guys, damn, I just can't believe how willing you are to just blindly look at things. Anyway, weird. I know, weird. Echo chambers are real, though. Might want to check your pulse, see if you're in a cult. Hey, Remy, how are you, love? Remy, the bathroom is more than I can do. More than I can do. It's outside of my capabilities. Yep. So I stopped. I got it at look. So the caulk on the left side of the faucet, like if I cut it off like it says to do, I'm going to be cutting the wallboard. I'm not going to cut the wallboard. So it's loose from the tub, and somebody else can deal with that. The other side, I completely removed it, and it's like a 1/4 inch, almost 1/2 inch gap. I'm not qualified for that. Hey, Rhodey. Not qualified for that. That's outside. It's above my pay grade. So all the supplies are there, and it's all just waiting. Because why put something new on something old? I would have said, it's called antiquing, bitch. It's called living within my budget. Yeah, and I'm not willing to go any farther because listen, if I fuck up and I don't get it right and water goes in the wall, guess whose ass that is? That's on me. Yeah, I'm not buying that. I'm not going for that. Mm-mm. No, thank you. Oh my god, that squirrel's the size of my dog. Jesus Christ. That's a big ass fucking squirrel. You have wood for, oh, you have wooden cabinets. Yeah, no fucking changing that shit. Like, yeah, I straight up did. Yep. By the time I got the first side cleaned out, Remy, I was like, oh, this is too much. This is way too much. So it's nice and clean. And I did all the steps that Tom Silva from, yep, that's the kind of cabinets my parents had growing up. They were all wood. Oh, it's not on me. Nope. Plumber has to come for my kitchen sink anyway. I already sent her pictures. I'm like, look, I'm in over my head. Nope. So I spent all day waiting on the plumber. So she messaged him again because I was like, hey, when do you think he's going to come by? Because I'm kind of at the mercy of being here because Mason's a dick. Well, I've got a leak underneath my kitchen sink. And of course, it leaked. I'd been using it and then it leaked. And then I noticed the leak, pulled everything out, cleaned up the mess. I haven't used the sink again, so I don't know where it leaks from. So, so whatever. Look, well, that's the problem, Remy. It was all over underneath the whole underneath the kitchen sink, all over underneath there. But wherever it's coming from has to be low, so I'm assuming it's the main line where the sink stuff ties in because inside the stuff wasn't wet. So that means it's not coming from on top going down. It's coming from below and going down. And this that was in there. I don't know. It was like used as as a cover for something, but this is all what was wet. So anyway, I pulled it out to save it to show him if he needed it. Well, and that's the thing. You don't know because of number one, the former tenant that was in here didn't report anything and smoked in her apartment. So whatever. Uh, and then it sat empty. And then I moved in. And so now all the little things that happen, I'm finding. That's what I believe too, Remy, was it was a cover to hide the leak. It's exactly what I believe. They put a fucking towel down there, is what it looks like. It's not my fucking, none of that's on me. I took a picture, I cleaned it up, I clicked two more pictures underneath, texted them to her, said, I don't know where it's leaking from, but I'm not using the kitchen sink. So currently, I can't use the kitchen sink, and then the bathtub's out of commission. If the toilet goes, I'm fucked. I need 50K worth of work, right? Because you found another problem, right? And back at the end, fuck, you're gonna end up finding the walls aren't straight, and oh Christ, nope. Leave the cabinets where they be. You can paint them, you can sand them, you can refinish them, you can do all the things to them, right? And it sucks because my place is getting shown tomorrow. But, I guess they're going to now know what they're getting into, huh? Anyway, whatever. Yeah, this has got something. I thought about hooking I just unloaded the dishwasher and made a cup of coffee. Was making a cup of coffee while I unloaded the dishwasher, and that's when I just like, fuck it, I'll go live. Maybe people need a fucking minute to regroup. It's crazy out here right now. It's only going to get worse. This one proves this one a liar. That one proves that one a liar. It's just, it's all about control. And then you got the whole, oh, girl, you telling me my whole, hey, JJ, my whole, fuck. I had to finally turn the TV off. I was just like, nope, no more. I had to hit the home button on the Roku. Like, just no more. I can't listen. This is crazy. This is crazy. Anyway. Yep. I just don't even know if everybody's okay out here. Kinda silly. You haven't seen 75%? Oh, Jesus. Well, let me go poke around a little bit. Jesus Christ. It's... Well, and that's the thing. So I think after listening to a little bit of nonsense today, I think I understand like what she's, I get what her points are. And okay, I can see from standing, oh yes, it's turning out really nicely. And I can see from standing where she stands how she can come to that conclusion, right? Oh, hang on. I got to plug the cord in. Like, I can see it. Maybe she's right. Maybe she's not. But it kind of aligns with some of the stuff I said. There. It reminds me of a needle point. An old-fashioned needle point. But yeah, it's turning out really nice. And honestly, it makes me wonder if, like, again, this is listening to what I listened to of nonsense until I was just like, I can't listen to Julie anymore. Like, I've already listened to that one of Julie. I know what Julie said. I've always been a silent watcher of that little crazy. That was one of my favorite shit shows to watch. Bingo, Remy. That was exactly where I was headed with that. Okay, from watching what I watched, it sounds like what nonsense is alluding to or going to be leading up to is that Clue and Cletus are behind it and Julie is doing dirty stuff for them. That's what it looks like to me. When you put all those dots on the fucking map and you follow the fucking red string, that's what it sounds like. That's where it's headed. Okay. Well, ironic, huh? I can see how she could get there. I totally 100% can see how right. I believe so too, Lacey. I believe so too. I've always thought so. So, I mean, I've never hidden the fact of not a fan. Not a fan. And sadly, I never thought I would be saying something like this. Sadly, you know who I think is going to be the collateral damage in this also? I think it's going to be Granny's Watching again. I think Granny's Watching is going to get the short end of the stick again. Because I don't believe that those two people actually have her best interest at heart. I just don't. I think the only interest they have at heart is their own. You know, she said it coming out here. Yep, she said it coming out here. Ain't nobody going to tell me how I got to act or behave or what rules to follow. I think so too, Remy. I agree, Lacey. I'm sorry, I heard somebody say the other day, I think it was probably QB, say the other day, Clue showed all the accounting. No, Clue didn't. Full accounting and full transparency is showing every penny that comes in and every penny that goes out. We never saw what came in. Hey, Ange. We never saw what came in. We saw what went out. Period. The end. That's where my problem started. That's where my problem lies. Money in versus money out is full accounting. But I can see how somebody who said, I will show everything, then can turn around and change the story on receipts. I get that. I get it. I didn't donate. Don't have a dog in that fight. Not my fucking deal. But if you, I mean, I've done enough dot to dot puzzles in my life, and if you look at the dots the way they're lined out and you connect the dots, it says CCT. Okay. Well, we know what that is. And again, I think Granny is going to be the collateral damage in this yet once more. So it's just what I think. I would hope I'm wrong. I think so too, Lacey. Hatred is a bitter pill to swallow. Well, Ange, if you ain't picked it up by now, I'm not going to spell it out for you. You can just stay looking with your blinders on. It's not my job to spell it out for everybody else. Well, that's fine. The Three Stooges, that works too. But they're not really funny though, and the Three Stooges were kind of funny together. That was kind of the point, right? Hey, Nikki Jax, how are you, love? Oh, look, Nikki, we got the wooden bar. I got the wooden bar this weekend. That's okay, Ange. I'm not going to repeat it because it seems like every time I do, then somebody goes back and clips me. So if you want to know, back it up. Because you know me, I don't like to repeat things. No drops. Yep, no drops. We did well, Nikki. Yeah, go ahead, Nikki. Well, Fred just said it. Fred said it. Listen, that's sorry to like jump forward in the plot, but I don't need all the details to be able to see the picture that's being laid out. I just don't. And ironic, I'm pretty sure some of us tried to say that a while back. I know, I'm a bitch about that. I'm like, I'm not repeating. Be thankful I haven't figured out how to turn the rewind off. Oh, Lacey. I had an opportunity to sell my Christmas stuff to her and quoted her a higher price than anybody else I'd ever quoted for anything like that. She never asked for the item. Okay, that's cool. I guess you don't really like nutcrackers that much then, do you? Okay, we got some, I think it's the letter D. Anyway. Yeah, weird stuff, huh? Just weird. Weird. Oh, no. Uh-huh. Okay. And I wish them all the best. I hope their plans work out. But creators out here right now need to understand that terms of service have changed. And hey, Doodles, how are you, lovey? How was your day? This one and the next one that I have to do, Queen Bella, I got on Amazon around Christmas time. JC sent me a gift certificate, one of those Amazon e-gift cards, and this is what I ordered to do for Christmas. And that was at the same time that Kia got me the little greenhouse that I sat and put together most all day Christmas Day. So, hey, Chroma Reels. Man, your name is high on the list of bad people. I don't know who you pissed off, but holy shit. There's a bounty on Kramit's head. I've never done the square ones, Queen Bella. Oh, listen, same shit, another day, Chroma Reels. And that's the funny thing, like, some of us are each other's fucking alibis at this point. Yeah, just don't even. Some of us are each other's alibis. Just an FYI, motherfucker. Some of us spend all day talking to each other and not about YouTube. It's all good. No, don't even. Listen, I don't give two fucks. Do you see me? Do you see me stressing? I just think it's funny because sometimes I'm listening to these fools talk about somebody and maybe I'm on the phone with them at that moment. I'm like, hmm, that's kind of funny. Is it? And that's what it is. And that's all it is. We forget that their bladders are so tiny at first. We just forget. And until they're almost a year old, they don't have a bigger bladder. And we fuck up and we forget. And really, to have success with a puppy, it's about putting us on a better time management schedule. And whether that, like, what I ended up doing was setting a timer, or every time I went for a cigarette, the dogs went out. And then, like I said, the bigger part was we had that week out at the farm and we had really nice weather. And she was able to go out with all the dogs, and doing the group thing helped. But just give him a minute because, it takes, by 3 months, he'll have a routine. It takes him a minute to learn because, they were at their they were at their birth home and all of that was always set up for pottying wherever, because that's what breeders' homes are like, or the kennel or whatever. I know my friend had a hell of a time with their rescue because he was a kennel dog. He was raised for almost the first year of his life at the kennel. And then they adopted him, and then he had this really bad habit of he would just pee wherever, and he wouldn't give notice or anything because he was used to being in a kennel, right? And so it just was a thing that with Lou Two Murders, you had to take him out every 2 hours. And he was also a very picky dog. He wanted specific grass or flat parking lot to piss on. So it was different too for him. Is there a birdie update? Birdie's sugar is holding. It's a little elevated in the mornings, but after she eats, it comes back down. And she's got more pep in her step. She's starting to play again. Everything seems like she's coming back. Everything. He's got to take her for more blood work, I think on Friday, just to check. But her liver functions and everything was functioning again, and levels were all, so she's status quo. But I did talk with him a little bit today, and I was like, have you done any research? Uh, I don't know when he's doing that. I don't know if he's doing it when she first wakes up or if it's after she's peed. I don't know, Doodles. I didn't ask. I would imagine it was probably after she's gone out and done her chores. Because they get up. I mean, she'll get up and go out and do. Because he goes out onto the deck every morning and makes sure that he can count the horses. But she might just have a little bit of high blood sugar in the morning. That might have been what set her off. She might have a little bit higher of a sugar level, so she's not had to have any insulin, we'll put it that way. And she said she's starting to get back to everything that she did prior to that. I asked him again if he'd done any research on meat with antifreeze poisoning, and I sent him what I had found, and everything that she has is very indicative of it. But we also talked about when she stole the chicken and when she stole the tilapia and she stole something else. She was on a fucking... Oh, me too, Ange. Me too. She was on a fucking roll there for a hot minute. She had figured out how to get up onto the countertop, or if you put something in the sink, she had figured out how to get close enough to the edge and then snatch it and run. So, plus not to mention the odd things that she eats. Anything Mr. Murder Mittens brings in. You know, Fred, I don't know. It might, and that may be why. And hell, who knows? It could be. Maybe it's a rat poison. Hey, Spitfire. Oh, nothing's really going on. I was just talking about Birdie with her update. And then I told him, hey, did you know that you're 70 plus? He's like, I am. And I said, mm-hmm. And did you know that when I moved to a tiny house on your property because you were having health issues and you needed help? And he's like, cool story, bro. And I said, yeah, I know, isn't it? He's like, let me guess, your YouTube friends? And I said, yeah, my YouTube friends. And he's like, cool story, bro. Funny anyway. I thought it was funny. Fred, the fucking furnace is still on here. I had to bust out a fucking space heater this morning, Fred. Fucking furnace is still on here, dude. And the furnace itself has run. I just love her little face. Look at those twofers. What are you doing? Hi. 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 Chilly as hell there. Stay. Get back in here. You just turned on your space heater? Listen, I was not sad about sitting in my chair for a more major portion of the afternoon with a heating pad on my back. I really wasn't. I was like, yeah, I'm cold. And then when it get in the house. And then when it started to warm up, I brought the dogs outside and we sat in the sun. I sat here and all I could do was sit here and think about everything that I had heard today and could not. Just could not. All I could think was, Jesus Christ, are you guys okay? What is going on? And rent's cheaper. I don't know, Spitfire. I don't know if it's cheaper. Everything I've been finding, Like, I panicked the other day. I was like, oh, fuck. What happens if they try to change my lease? What happens if at the end of this they want to raise my rent on this place? I don't want to pay more. Oh, fuck. So I started looking again. Jesus Christ, no, rent just goes up from here. I don't believe I don't think it would happen, Doodles. And even so, I can't see it going up that much more. And I got some wiggle room. So I'm not terribly worried. Oh, basically, we didn't get as much snow as I don't even want to think about what this winter is going to be, especially if it turns out being the El Nino, like they said, where it's going to put the southwest way hot and us. Oh, nonsense, Karma Reels. She thinks you're into doing deep, dirty shit. Oh, same conspiracy. Yeah, nothing new. It means more snow, Fred. Yeah, you guys got our winter this year. Oh, yes. Karma Reels, Kramit, Terry Lynn, you guys are all doing dirty shit somewhere. Whatever. I don't care. Go do your dirty shit. Everybody does dirty shit. Everybody does something that they don't want to tell somebody about. Whether it's out here in real life, everybody has a chapter they don't want read aloud. What does that matter? I'm sure Fred does something fucking weird that he probably he probably eats ketchup, mayonnaise, and bologna sandwiches. You bet I did. You bet you did as a child. Push comes to shove. Listen, if rent keeps going up, you fucking bet your ass. I'll make him an offer he can't refuse for X amount of dollars a month. Listen, I got another 5 years. Most of the old person housing, you got to be 55 and up to live in. I got 5 years that I got to make it in this apartment, and then I can go live in a retirement village. And you bet your ass I'm looking for it. I am counting the 5 years. Put me in the old folks' home. Perfect. Terrorize the hell out of somebody else. We got all the bricks down today. Listen, I ain't getting in on that shit, Doodles. Nope. That's a nope from me. I'll pass. No, thank you. Dusty old gorilla balls. No, thanks. No, thanks. It's a free for all. Yeah, and so is gonorrhea. And I passed on that when I was younger, so I think I can pass on the others. Hey, B. Frank, how are you, love? You thought out? So that storm that came through the southeastern part of Wyoming, it said, according to Don Day, Wyoming's state meteorologist, according to Don Day, it put an inch of water in Laramie County. That's pretty fucking good. They definitely needed it down there. You're getting rain now. Dawn Day. It's D-O-N. It's a guy. D-O-N. D-A-Y. D-A-E? D-A-Y. Dawn Day. Nice try, Fred. Yeah, that's what I meant. Uh-huh. What the hell are you doing? Making as much noise as possible. Yeah, that's what I'm going for, Nikki. The 55 and up club. And then it'll be live from bingo night at the retirement community. Better watch out. I'll take over the activities director position. We'll have a little YouTube retirement community. There we go. Oh, Jesus, Fred. That sounds like a you problem, Fred. That totally sounds like a you problem. Oh my God. We're going to have to go feed these mutts. This little one's not going to stop. The big one's asleep on the couch, so we'll feed the little one first. Oh my God, gas jumped a full fucking dollar, you guys. A full dollar. I was out and about today and I turned the corner and I looked up at the gas thing and it said $4.49. And I went, it was $3.49. It jumped an entire dollar, and diesel is almost $6 a gallon. Yes, syphilis and gonorrhea, both. As well as gas, yes. Diesel's like $5.79. That went up almost $1.50 a gallon. I went to my favorite little loaf and jug place to pick up cigarettes today. And was like, when did gas jump? Yesterday. No shit. Well, well, Ange, I guess now you're going to have to make sure that you do it right. Could have owned stock in that company. Mason, you want supper? Hey. Mason. Mason. Do you want supper? Hi. Hi. Old man, you getting hard of hearing? You want supper? Yeah, you want supper? Come on. I make you some. Oh my God, it took him a minute. He's like, what? What the fuck do you want? Well, Tuesday they will officially have their little 8-panel fenced in yard. Mason, you want supper? Come here. You want your supper? No? Okay. Some places it's 55. Well, it's good. It's little. It's 8 panels. It'll work together and it'll work in a rectangle, and that will give them a little space where if they want to go outside, they can go outside, and I don't have to sit on top of them, and they don't have to be on a leash. It's not very big, but it's big enough for them. And twice a day, as long as I take them and we walk twice a day, as long as we do that, and we go in the morning and then the evening. Generally, that's what I do after I get off live with you guys. I clip them up and then we go over 4 blocks, down 3 blocks, and we come back. So my goal is 12 blocks equals a mile. And so if you go over 4 and down 3, and by the time you come back, you won't go? Okay. It ends up being 12. Oh, goodness. You hear her burp? Oh, goodness, little girl. Burpy little thing, aren't you? Oh. Ooh, smells like a cow's hole. That's great. The smell of money. The smell of somebody else's money. Wait a minute. 3 years? Are you sure it's not 4 years? Didn't you age yourself the wrong way? Didn't you skip a year in there? So I think it's 4. Yes, but not till the 17th. Okay. 3 3/4 years. Okay. Hey, don't eat that. Every dog in the goddamn neighborhood's barking right now. Makes me wonder if that's because of her or because of other things that are going on. Interesting, huh? I think we're getting close to coming up to a new cycle, Ange. But that's okay, because the quicker we get it over with, the quicker we get it over with. Hey, Heather Dawn. The quicker we get her second heat over with, the quicker we can get her in to get her fixed. Because I don't want to do puppies. And I don't want to have to go through this mess. And it would be my luck. Some neighborhood dog would catch her. And then we'd have to have a shotgun wedding. And then there'd have to be a child support arrangement. And I'm sure that's going to involve custody. I'm really not looking to have to do that with anybody. And I really don't want to put Addie through that. A doggy wedding, yes. Oh, could you imagine how awesome that doggy wedding would be, though? With my craft skills. Oh, she could have like a blinged out wedding dress. Birdie could be the best girl. Casey could be the bridesmaid. Yeah, we could do it out at the farm. Horses as groomsmen. Absolutely. Absolutely, they could be July. Well, I mean, I guess it's all going to be contingent on when she gets got, right? But hopefully. No, Heather, that was my joke. Well, friend, we could bring your two in. Ollie could usher. Okay, come on. Yeah. Please, no, I'm hoping there doesn't have to be there'll be chickens. That'll be what the wedding presents will be. Everybody will get rubber chickens. Oh, Ange, I get it. That's a good reason to find a movie to watch instead of watching out here. Yeah, we're planning just in case because we don't want to not have a plan. You know, this is the worst case scenario club, so. Oh, did you finally decide now you want to eat your supper? Okay. Oh. These two can't get their shit together and get on the same fucking schedule anymore. Sometimes it gets really old. Okay. Sister, leave Mason alone. Mason needs to eat. There you go, buddy. Leave him alone. Get yourself under control. Not yours. Get yourself under control. Come on. Settle down. Settle down. Ah, don't. Okay, Mason, you're on your own now, dude. You know the rule. 3/4 of the plate, and then she comes free. Where's her? She already ate. She ate first, Doodles. He wasn't off the couch. She already ate. But then she goes and Mason has 0 food aggression, so she'll kick him off his own plate. So it's just, she already ate. I fed her first. That's why we went outside. And of course, then we go outside and he decides then that he wants to eat. Since we've come home from the farm, I cannot feed these two. They won't eat at the same time. And out at the farm, they ate at the same time. Because they have to eat at the same time so that the big dogs don't get their food. And that's a whole nother ball game that you have to play, where you guard the kitchen from the big dogs. They're silly. Poor Mason, he's been freezing all day. He was wrapped up in his blanket. Okay, maybe leave me alone for a few minutes. Like, get your shit together and leave me alone. They won't. Next, he'll be pacing at the door to go out. Ooh, exciting. I can't wait for the day that I can take both the dogs to the groomer and I don't have to do them myself. I like to do them myself, though. I just don't give that good at haircuts. And I think that they deserve a good haircut every once in a while. Although right now, Mason doesn't look too bad. Farmer thought Casey's haircut was pretty good. I'm like, see, it's not too bad. He's like, it looks fine to me. I'm like, well, it was a free haircut. He's like, you're hired. My thought was, buy the clippers, watch the videos, experiment on them, learn how to do it, and then they can just be done at home. I just like that I can do it myself. I don't know. Listen, I think that dogs can be traumatized at groomers. I think that some groomers, I'm not saying all groomers, but I think some groomers can be heavy-handed, or, you know, they may not. Nope, you stay. You've already been out. Anyway. It's the toenail thing for me. Hey, come here. Come here. God damn it. Come on. Oh. Yes, exactly, Doodles. Exactly. That's what happened to Casey a couple of times. She came home with clipper burns. or places that they had clipped her too short. Now listen, I've done that to myself. I've done that to Mason myself. I've clipped him before. I've also cut him before. Jesus Christ. Go ahead, buddy. You got all the leash in the world. A pinball game for sale? No, Fred. I don't. But I bet if you look on Marketplace. Oh, you got some tea? Do I remember Kendra? I think so. What kind of tea? I think it's piping hot tea. Oh, shit. Well, wow. That's wild. Hmm. Hmm. Sucks to be her, I suppose. Wasn't that all part of the 90-day community? Come on, dude. Listen, we can't go over there. You got to go back here. You need to be over here. I know. You want to poop where every dog in the fucking county's shit. I get it. Hmm. Hey, Andy. How are you, love? We're standing out here waiting for Mason to finally give in and take a poop. He doesn't like the new pooping grounds. He wants to be able to poop where the other dogs poop. That's way across town. Yeah, he wants every fucking dog. Like, there's a whole neighborhood full of people that walk by and they let their dogs shit. And I've cleaned it up once, and now it's all covered in dog shit again, and I'm not cleaning it up again. So I've not been taking my dog up there, but he throws a fucking fit because he seems to think that he needs to poop where every other dog poops, and he hates pooping back where we're supposed to poop. So, I don't know what just happened. I think I might have gotten out of cell service. Well, Jesus Christ. It's a little bit fast for that rocky alley. Whatever. Okay, come on. Well, we'll try again in 20 minutes. Good job, buddy. Good job. I know, learning new routines sucks, especially when we're old. I want to be able to let you poop where you want to poop too, but these are the rules we must abide by. It sucks. I know. I know. It sucks. Everybody wants to poop where they want to poop, right? Hi. How are you? And now we're going to dig to China. I don't understand what it is about this couch that makes these two both have to dig in it. It's so fucking weird. Hey, Lindsay. How are you? I know, I'm so mean. I'm such a mean mom. I won't let him poop where he wants to poop. Anyway. You just got home from Costco? Lindsay, did you get me the terrarium, the Harry Potter terrarium from Costco? They're $23.99. They also have a Stranger Things one. That's her squeaking. Hey, no. Yes, that's the next thing. We may have to go drive to the big city to go to Costco. I think you can get a one-time free pass to see if it's something you want to do. Because I don't know anybody that has a Costco card anymore. Everybody has a Sam's Club card. But at Costco, they're supposed to have Harry Potter terrariums. Oh, Uncrustables. I love Uncrustables. Have you tried the raspberry ones? Oh, they're to die for. It's like a raspberry peanut butter and jelly, but I love raspberry. That's my favorite jelly. Seedless, of course. I guess it would be a jam then. I just have a problem because it's raspberry. It's $3 more a box. That's my problem. So if it's grape or strawberry, they're $5.49 a box. Okay, fine. But if you want raspberry, those are $8.49 a box. I don't get it. And did you also know that Lindsay, Fred, me, Andy, and Spitfire could all be buying the same product? But did you know that each one of us could be paying different prices? Same product, but Spitfire might be getting it cheaper than Fred, and Lindsay might pay more for it than Fred, but Andy pays the most for it. Oh, you cannot get a one-day pass to Costco. Interesting. Well, okay. So I wait in the parking lot and I make friends with a Costco member in the parking lot and I go in with them. Do you know how many people are at Costco on a Saturday or a Sunday? everybody, it won't be hard for me to make friends. Bootleg terrarium. I was just teasing, Lindsay. Listen, I have no business having a terrarium. Well, it's not like I'm offering their kids candy or anything. Hey, little kid, I'll give you some candy if your mom will take me to Costco. Jesus Christ. Oh, Christ. And Lindsay, I can't believe you haven't just ordered an Uncrustable maker by now. No, I was teasing. Listen. Okay, take my meds before I go parking lot stalking. Yep. Actually, wouldn't it make more sense? Oh, but Spitfire will bail me out. Cool. Wouldn't it make more sense if I didn't take the meds when I go parking lot stalking? Because if I took my meds, then that just means I willfully. If I forget to take them, and no throwing food, no throwing foot long hot dogs at Costco. They're only $1.50. I could chop them into 1 inch. Mila knows the difference. She doesn't fuck with homemade Uncrustables. Oh, man. Oh, Lindsay, you're so screwed. See, I would be saving the wrappers. I would be saving the box. And the minute they went to school, my ass would be... Yep, I would send the Uncrustables opened and save the... I'm sorry. I'm just... Listen, especially because she says, nope. Listen, I would get Skippy peanut butter, the creamy Skippy, because that's what they use, right? And you use Wonder White bread. And by the time she got one, the whole box would look like that. And I'd be like, I don't know. And the next 3 boxes would look like that. Every day, I'd just be like, I don't know. Like, listen, we can write to the Smuckers company if you want to. Let's get on their social media. Tell them how much you are unhappy with the changes that have happened. And then listen, I don't care. I'd turn her loose on their social media. Look, kid, you're Gen Alpha. Like, go for it. Like, write them a letter. And then see, you get free Uncrustables for life. Yeah, see? Like, there's a... and listen, at the same time, you could introduce pizza crust cups or Italian crust cups. So you save the crusts and you chop those up into little cubes and then you cover it with garlic butter and then, yes, like that's what you do. Like either way, it's win-win. Either Uncrustables sends you or you've got her off your ass and she's writing Smuckers once a week. That's fine. Let her hurt all the way up to the top of Smuckers. Let her hurt all of their feelings digitally. Welcome to Gen Alpha, bitches. Gen Alpha. I'm telling you. Win-win. Win-win, because either way, Uncrustables is either going to send you a lifetime supply, or you're not going to have to buy anymore, and then she's going to hate Uncrustables, and then you move on from it. Oh, Andy, by then they'll have done away with all of us with genetic. We're genetically flawed. Oh, they're getting ready to, Lindsay. We were just talking about that. Gas jumped an entire $1 here. It went from $3.49 to $4.49. I'm like, rotisserie chicken $4.99, gallon of gas $4.39. Oh, so you can either get a chicken or a gallon of gas. I'm really glad I learned how to live simply years ago. I couldn't imagine being somebody going through this with credit card debt. Like, mm-mm. 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 I missed. What did you say? What did you exaggerate, Ange? Hang on, let me scroll. I just read somewhere that this is the first time they're raising the $1.50 hot dog deal. First time in the last 150. Yeah. Like, it's, yeah, the $1.50 hot dog deal will be no more. It'll be like a $2 hot dog deal now. But if it's a foot long, you cut it into 1-inch pieces. That's 12 pieces you got to huck at somebody. That's 12 chances to hit them. $1.50 seems expensive for a hot dog. Fred, do you live under a fucking rock? A package of Hebrew Nationals are like $14. Oh, that's why I can only eat the all beef hot dogs. Otherwise, number one, the texture of the other ones does something weird. Oh, 150 years ago. Jesus Christ. For lips and assholes? Yeah, that would be really expensive. No, we're not going out right now. You just came back in. Nathan's, yes. Nathan's are the Hebrew Nationals. Those are the only two that I'll eat. Nathan's are in the yellow and green package. I was thinking they were called Fredleys, but I don't know why. Yes, Nathan's are Hebrew Nationals. Considering I grew up on Oscar Mayer. That was the one thing my mom was like, nope, Oscar Mayer. I don't like the texture of the other ones. Fredleys, yes, Fredleys. It made me think of that. There was for whatever reason, the minute I was trying to think of Nathan's, I saw the Friendly's restaurant in New Paltz. Like that restaurant blipped in my brain. I think probably because they sold Nathan's hot dogs. I can't do anything that's mechanically separated, and you'd be surprised what's mechanically separated. But that's an up here in my head thing. Because you know what mechanically separated means, right? They take the bone with all the crap left on it, and they put it in a centrifuge and they spin the fuck of it out of it. They just spin the fuck out of it until everything falls off and it falls into a grinder down below. And they do that with all the parts and pieces. And it all goes into a grinder. And then it gets pureed and tubed up. But that's kind of like Pringles. Pringles are the sludge of the... I know. Fred told me that that was 6 inches. Pringles are like the sludge of the potato chip world. All the crap from all the other potato chips falls down into the bottom, and it's ground and it's pureed and poured into little molds and run through an air fryer, and that's how Pringles are made. They're the hot dogs of the potato chip world. All right, well, clearly she's not going to quit, so buckle up, buttercups. God, Kogels. Fuck, I thought you guys were saying Kegels. I was like, I'm not touching that shit. I am sorry, but I am not touching that conversation. I'm not touching it. But now I see that you guys are saying Kogels. Oh, God. I thought Ange just misspelled Kegels, and I was like, I'm not fucking touching that. I don't know. Yes, I thought you guys... Seriously, I wasn't quite sure what was going on. I just thought it was a typo. Fred, we all know you would touch it. We would all laugh and cheer you on. Touch it, Fred, touch it. Come on, Fred, touch it. Fred, touch it. Oh my God, did you see what Fred touched? Oh my God. Oh my God, Becky. Did you see? Yeah, Kegel baloney. Yes, Kegel baloney. That, again, wasn't fucking touching it. Is that what they do with the lady beef curtains? They turn it into Kegel baloney? Each slab of bologna is a sliced labia lip. Oh, God. Can we change the subject, please? I'm sorry. Oh, you guys. All because somebody had some fucking weird name, Baloney. My baloney had a first name. It's Bussy. Sorry. Oh. Deep fried lady beef curtains? No. No. Nope. Fred, we're just going to let you figure that one out. We're going to let you figure that one out, Fred. Hey, Fred, touch it and find out. Yes, we are 12 today. We are maybe 14. However, I'm rethinking the whole baloney thing. Oh my God. There's a tiny fucking terrorist that lives over that way, the other way, over my shoulder that way. This pisses me off. She just wanted to be outside. She didn't need to go potty. She's done this to me every fucking night. Every night, she just wants to come out here and sit. Watch the world go by. Every night. That. Oh, me too, B. Frank. Ring bologna sandwiches. And you would cut off all the red. Come on. You would cut off all the red, run it through the meat grinder, add pickles. We always did Miracle Whip. Ring bologna, grind it up. So we're regrinding the lips and assholes. Yep. All chopped up and mixed with sweet pickle relish and Oh my God. I don't understand you. You wrap yourself up in your leash every time. Your brother would fry his. Fried bologna sandwich with mayo and tomato. Yeah, it's got to be a little burnt on it. Yeah, Nathan's and Hebrew National, Fred. Those are the two all beef hot dogs. Hebrew National are kosher. I think Nathan's are too. Come on. All right, that's it. We're done being outside. This is getting old. Come on. Yep, it was metal and it clamped onto the counter and you had to crank it. And then I don't know how old I was. That's probably 8 or 9. And my grandma Lassiter gave my mom her meat grinder. Because she used to do, they'd do burger when they'd butcher a cow. They'd grind up their own burger, and same with a pig, elk, deer, turn that into burger. Because then they started taking it to a processing plant. I guess that's the sign that you did better than your parents did. If your parents had to butcher their own, but you have the ability, you run an operation that you have an abilities to take your animals to be butchered. No head cheese. I don't even know what it is. I don't want to know what it is. It doesn't sound good. Sounds like Famunda cheese. Famunda ya balls. Let's pass on that. Gross. Bambi burgers. That's funny you guys call it venison. Venison for us is antelope. That's what we call venison. Technically, it's all wild game. I disagree. I do not think antelope is good meat. No speed goat. No, thank you. I don't like antelope. Listen, I'm picky when it comes to fucking antelope because you can't kill it at dawn after chasing it around for 45 minutes and then throw it on the hood of your vehicle and drive around on the backcountry all fucking day hunting another one. I'm fucking picky on how they're killed. They gotta be fucking, you cannot have, if you ran them and they have any adrenaline that has gone through them, it is gonna be so motherfucking gamey. Hey, look, it's 6 o'clock and they're clucking the chickens. Twat, did you say, Fred? I can't hear you. I have an ear infection. Could you come finger it out for me? Well, you also got to know how to hunt them, in my opinion. I'm telling you, my grandfather, he hunted them one way. My uncle hunted them a totally fucking different way. And if you make their fucking adrenaline rise, and antelope have amazing fucking antelope have are you on top chat, Ange? Antelope have amazing eyesight. Speed goat, antelope or speed goat. That's what we call them, speed goat. Because an antelope's more related to a goat. It's closer related to a mountain goat than it is a deer. Does that make sense? But antelope have amazing eyesight. I got a girlfriend that's one hell of an antelope hunter. Oh my God, is she an antelope hunter? That girl will hunt on her way to and from work. She will hunt in between showings. That girl is a hunter when it comes to antelope. But she'll sneak right up on them. I don't know, Ange. And if somebody has you blocked, be grateful. Because it just means you're out of sight, out of mind. Oh, yes. You don't see what name either. Yep, vinegar and water. Yep, you take big jugs of water. Antelope hunting's in the fall. Days are still warm. The evenings and the mornings are very cool. Unlike last year. Oh, speed goat. Speed goat is what we call antelope out here. Speed goat. There wasn't anyone named Speed Goat. Speed goat. That's what we call antelope or speed goat. Because they can like enter the highway you can be driving down the highway at 65, and if a herd of antelope is running, and they can enter the highway at 45 miles an hour. So there's a couple different places that go through the Sandusky Wildlife Preserve, and on the road, you have these great big warning signs that say, caution, antelope enter highway at 45 miles an hour. And you might have a great big herd of 150 speed goats, antelope, running, and they will run across the highway at 45 fucking miles an hour. Okay, well, no. Speed goat is not a person. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. I have seen them there's a whole fucking herd of them, and they just come running across the highway. They cannot jump over a fence. They have to go under the fence. But yeah, antelope can. You hit one. The other day I was driving. Where was I driving to? I was coming home from Thermop the other morning. The air conditioner debacle day. And there was a goddamn buck. And he was running down the side of the road and he made that left turn and I hit my horns. I hit my horn. Brrr! That fucker made an abrupt right. So, I was like, no, 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 because he would have been right there. I would have caught him with my front tire, my front right tire. Oh, yeah, the mountain goats actually are really big up in Wind River Canyon. There's a whole bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of bighorn sheep up in Wind River Canyon too. I've never actually seen a mountain goat. I went on the Going to the Sun road trip the day everybody else went and hiked. And if I would have went with the group that hiked, I could have fed a baby mountain goat because there were a whole bunch of little babies up on top. And I did the opposite as everybody else that day because it was supposed to be nicer the next day. And the next day it was nicer and there were no mountain goats. And I was pissed. So, anyway, yes, no, I've never seen a mountain goat and it's on my list. No, I have no desire to shoot a bighorn sheep. I'd rather shoot a giraffe. I still want to see the neck go bloop. I got a moose though. A couple of elk. My grandpa made a necklace out of my first ivory. No, sis, we're not doing this bullshit. No. No. Nope. I have driven a Ram Charger though. And it was orange with a white top. And it ran on propane. I got a cousin that's an outfitter. And he guides in the backcountry. And he brings back some of the prettiest sheds. He and his girlfriend, they do one of those shed Christmas trees. One of the things I've always wanted to do is be there on shed hunting opening day over by Jackson, where you can get onto like the elk refuge. That's always been on my bucket list to do. But have you eaten horse, Fred? How do you know what horse tastes like? How do you know what a horse tastes like? I've never eaten horse. I wouldn't even think to know what a horse tasted like. And if I had to guess, I think it would be close to like pig, the texture of pork. Yeah, I seriously want to do that. Oh, you read it on the internet. See, Fred, this is why I think you're a fucking troll 90% of the time. If I didn't know better, the fuck am I getting? I'm going to be done reading your comments. You're going to have to pay me to read your comments. I'm pretty sure, Heather, I'm pretty sure 610 was the one that just died, was just hit by a car. The Queen. Wasn't 610 the Queen? I'm sure that's the one that was just hit and killed last year. No, 399. But I think 610 was hit and killed too. There's, oh God, there were two fucking, you see my community wall? It's not even tourist season here yet. And two people got eaten by bears right by Old Faithful. A park worker come out and saw a bloody hat and then followed the footprints and found the one person that had been mauled, and he'd used his own personal phone to call 911, but it was covered in blood. And then the park worker called 911, and he stayed with him until medics got there. And then they found the second person, and they think that the two people it was a mother protecting her cubs because they're out already. The bear, and they have been having bear sightings daily. Just the bears are going to be thick this year. So, if it's a mountain range that I know that there's bears, we're not going there. I'm just not taking my chances. Not doing it. I am not going to be a burrito wrapped in an orange tent. I'm not going to be a bear burrito. We can do day trips, but we're not spending the night on the mountain. And don't even think about talking me into Yellowstone. That's a no. A burrito, if you will. Yes, a burrito. Not to be confused with a chilito. A burrito. I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. Look at the way they got their eyes on one another. Look at the way. Mm-hmm. 'Cause we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone now. Yeah, what an absolutely inappropriate song for a 13-year-old to be singing. Totally inappropriate. But look at that. I can still remember the words to it. Ooh. Did you see they're doing a Kylie Minogue video? There's going to be a story on her on Netflix, a little docuseries. Oh, that's what I was starting to tell you guys earlier. Fuck, I tuned in, and just about the time that I tuned in to see JLR, I hear him tell fucking Dad's Gone Live, hey, I just texted you Chris Watts' address. I'm sitting here thinking, do you honestly believe that the people that probably own the house now really want your dumbass showing up because that's how you put yourself on the map? Yeah, I was, yeah, just like that was the end of that. I was like, oh, fuck. But I can't say anything because I've driven past it and taken pictures. So, I mean, but I also wasn't live on YouTube. I mean, I can't really say anything because I've done the same thing. Oh, I've stayed there, Andy. It's not like it was a true story. Oh, Fred, I'm totally down if you want to go. It is beautiful, and there are elk in the fall. Red rum, red rum. There are elk in the fall. Should we all go meet at the Stanley? How perfect. We could even invite the haters. If you just plead the blood of Jesus over you, you'll be fine. You would love that. Everybody's saying yes. Okay, well, Estes Park 2026. Do we shoot for this fall? Shall we see if we can rent a wing? Wing, wing, wing. Here's Johnny. I think it would be fun. Well, that's the thing, you guys. Can we afford to do something like that? Hey, Boo Sheet. You want to come to the Stanley with us? 2-hour drive for you. It's about a 7-hour drive for me. I mean, I'm game to do it. Oh. Garden of the Gods, yes. If gas prices go down. Well, let's see, Andy. We just need to get you on a flight from where you live to Denver. 24 hours? Okay, well, you got to start first then, Heather. So, Andy, we got to look up flights for you from where you are to Denver. Probably not direct. You're going to have to take the airport tour. Andy might have to start first. And then Heather will have to go. But just think of all the fun we could have. Because listen, if you guys all fly into Denver, then we could all pick up from there. Does that make sense? And then we rent cars and caravan. Because fuck it, I could fly out of here to Denver. And we all just meet up in the airport and then caravan together. Meet me in Colorado. I want to see the mountains in your eyes. We'll get Mile High. Okay, well, what if we do them a deal that will do promotion and we'll build them a video and shit? I wonder if we can get some knocked off. No. I know your game now, turd head. You've done this 3 times. That's a negatory, Pigpen. No, that's the old one. That's the old DIA. This is, you would fly to the new one. Oh, you guys, have we talked to Remy and Chasing about this? Because you know those two bitches are going to want in. And yes, Fred, we'll get you gummies. There's a store on every street corner. So, and JP. Yeah, we better ask JP. And I suppose if you guys are friends with others, they can come along. Well, maybe she can pick you up for the airport, Andy. Yes, Spitfire, we absolutely fucking can. Absolutely, positively. That's exactly what I was going to suggest and recommend. Maybe we don't make the Stanley. Maybe we only make the tour where we'd ride around, and we can do green scooters. What if we go find a cheap, trashy motel and rent a whole floor? Yeah, we better talk to Koken and Jim Jules. Oh, cheese quesadilla with Mexi cheese. The tour was cheap. Sweet. Well, that's the other thing we're going to have to figure out is, like, what is the overall cost? How are we doing this? Do we need to get like an Airbnb? Oh God. Cheech and Chong Mile High. And you know, if we're going to be in Colorado, we're going to have to see Save Robbie. Some of you guys like him, some of you guys don't like him, but we're going to have to see Save Robbie if we're going to be in Denver. I don't know what ags are. That's why I chose the Mexi, the quesadilla Mexi melt. I don't know. I mean, have I ever heard of Stan Mills? Is that Olin's? Is that Olin Mills' illegitimate brother, Stan? I know. I have no idea, Heather. Oh, Southern Talk. Ags. Don't do it. Don't you dare go to that door again. You're playing games. Uh-uh. Ags. Mills Fleet Farm. No idea. That's what I said. I know. That's why I asked Olin Mills. Is Stan Mills Olin's illegitimate brother? Oh, okay. Um, they do have Mont Chalet. That's like a swingers club, so to speak. Well, you could make your, if that was your desire, you could make your stay there. Um, you could design your time in Colorado around that. I think that if you're a single male, I do believe that you have to have pre-screening and stuff. If you're a single female, go on in and use the pool. They're at a shortage. Yes, backpack and camping are out, but if you want to go to a swingers club, there's one in Colorado. No, I'm good. Me too, right? Hey, just got to make sure that we're equal opportunity. We don't want anybody thinking that we're Weekend at Bernie's. What happens in Denver stays in Denver. It never does, trust me. And listen, if any of you bitches ask me for meth while we're there, I'm going to break your fucking kneecaps. I might swing you some STDs. Oh, shit. Listen, I didn't want anybody that lives an alternative lifestyle feeling like we were excluding them on this adventure. Maybe they don't partake in the ganja. Maybe they do something else. Listen, we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Okay? We just want to make sure that we're offering. Listen, there's botanical gardens. There's also what is there? Water World. There's a bunch of different things we can do. There's the museum, there's the aquarium, there's a botanical gardens. There's all kinds of things. Yes, grizzly bears and backpacking in Yellowstone are out, but I am not. No, I am not going where I'm going to have to be bear aware. No, fuck that. I don't want to. We want to go someplace where we can ride in an Uber, take public transportation. Order DoorDash, eat Chick-fil-A. Oh, see an apparition. Oh, God. Oh, shit. I'm really sorry, Heather. I wasn't very good at reading between the lines. Hard pass, no rides and Ubers. Sorry. You know what I really want to do? I want to go to Zion National Park, Angel's Landing. There's some really scary spots. I really want to do that. And I do have a day trip here I want to take. I want to make the hike into Porcupine Falls. I think Crazy Woman Canyon's going to be open again is going to be open this year. And if Crazy Woman Canyon's open, then we can go into Porcupine Falls. However, you're just going to have to trust me because there's no cell service. They do, Fred. They do. They're at Glenwood Springs. I don't remember what it's called. I went there. Naked Ones too. I really want to do Angel's Landing. I have a group of girlfriends that there's a marathon that they ran there. God damn it, Fred, knock it off. And the girls ran the marathon, and then they got to hike Angel's Landing. But I've also heard that the wait is crazy bad, and you've got to get like a ticket, and then you end up standing in line for a lot of hours. It's really not what it was. What was I, 17 the first time? And I couldn't even do it all. We got to the first spots of tightness, and my ass was like, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. It was far too, I didn't do well going through. Nope. And then I found out what was ahead of us. That was a big no. And like, that's kind of why you do this. Oh man, Bushi, that sounds like a bad deal right there. That sounds like you want a mom, not a roommate. That roommate shouldn't be your responsibility. And I don't know any self-respecting woman that isn't 1972. I don't know any self-respecting woman that would want to be a fucking kept woman. That seems like going backwards, going against the grain of progression. No, that just seems weird. Right, and what happens if Pagosa Springs? That's the other one I couldn't think of. I was thinking Paducah, and I knew that wasn't right because that's Paducah, Kentucky. And I think Kansas too, isn't it? Paducah, Kansas. Pagosa Springs. And I think there's one other one, like Silver something. Her little ass just wants to be outside and be nosy. My God, I'm telling you, she's me in dog form. She needs to know what's going on in the hood. Ooh, did you see who won the Kentucky Derby? From last to first. Trained by a female that almost gave up. She was a rider. She went back, learned training, ridden by a jockey that had never won. It's a Secretariat tale, I'm telling you. It was phenomenal. And you always bet on last place because there's always one that goes last to first. They're going to make this. It's something. Good Lord. Now I get why she wanted to be out here and be nosy. There's shit going on in the hood. Listen, some people only want to win the Kentucky Derby. Some people only train for Kentucky. Doesn't mean that next year they won't train for Preakness or Belmont. Doesn't mean that they won't do it in the future either. Just one of those things. Got to know her history. Sometimes they only want the buckle or the saddle, and that's okay too. That's always been on my list is the Kentucky Derby. Just to be able to dress up and wear a cool hat and have big hair. Mm. I got a lead on 2 hair cutters here in town that do really good work. Kind of, I'm kind of ready to chop it. Ooh, I don't know, Fred, because I got really long hair, so it would depend on my hairdo. Probably a fascinator. Like a little hat with a big statement piece that fits on. But I would have big hair that day. Boy, those birds are happy. She just wants to be out here and fucking be nosy. God damn it. I don't like that. No, fascinators are generally on like a headband. Come on, Needle. You don't need to be noisy. It's a really big dog. Yes, mourning doves. They're fucking everywhere. But there's a whole bunch of robins too. I saw some little house finches. Oh yeah, there's a pair. There's a fucking tiny terrorist. Don't even look at his house. That's what he does. Tiny terrorist. Okay, kid. I'm not just sitting out here for your entertainment. Come on. Let's go. Nope. Don't even be just. Morning doves are not good to eat. Oh, Ange, that's great. I think I might have mixed up 2 colors when I was dumping dots back into the bag because these are clearly 2 different colors, but oh well. Because guess what? I don't care that much. And if I don't tell anybody, they would never know. They would never know. They're never going to know. They'll never know. They'll just think it's depth for the. They'll never know. So, oh, come on. It's not like they, I mean, you can get a big old jar of cheap grape jelly for, it's more about the sugar in it. They need that to replenish themselves from their flight that they've been on. I can't find my other nice wind chimes, the really noisy ones. I can't find those. I also realized my bird feeders are gone. Really kind of pissed me off when I realized what wasn't where it was supposed to be. Yep, grape jelly on oranges. Or you can do the little mini clementine. Oh yes, Heather, I was pissed. I'm like, wait a minute, I've got a bird feeder, and the bin that it was in, it was not in. Whatever. Yeah, they like oranges. That's what you put the grape jelly on. We always used to slice the oranges like you slice a grapefruit, with the serrated edges. And she's underneath the couch every night. She's so weird. I don't know what it is underneath the couch that she has to go underneath there to dig for. But kind of like she does in her basket, she goes and she lays on her back and paws at the underside of the couch. It's the weirdest thing. And I know that there's nothing in the couch because I just put it back together. We had to take it all the way apart to move it. So I know there's nothing in the couch. So while I had it apart, I vacuumed it. And she comes out. They've never touched the oranges. Interesting. I always thought the oranges were bright for the delivery system of the grape jelly. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to end soon. We're at 20%. All right, well, we better end now before my phone dies because once it hits 20%, it goes really fast. And I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you hanging out. Listen, I'm not looking to fight with anybody. I just gave my opinion on a situation. So, do your research, give some other creators a listen, look at the shit they put together, and ask yourself, why would all these things start happening? Anyway, have a good night. See you in the morning for coffee. Bye.